Hey, welcome to my channel VTech Vlog, a place where you would find suggestions regarding gadgets and vehicles based on my personal experience. Today I'm in a different mood, so instead of sitting on a bench, I am in this open with my Blue Beast. Today I will be giving my views over my ride. The video will be divided into two parts, mainly as physical overview, specifications, and at last the pros and cons. First thing first, the heart of the body, the engine. It's air-cooled 177.5cc engine which churns out 17.5 bhp and 15.5 Newton meters of torque at 8,500 and 6,500 RPMs respectively. Then we have the race-inspired core, the chassis, which is double Synchro-Crift chassis. At the boots of the beast, we have the 1990 R17 front tire, which is from TVS, and the 110x80 17 inches rear tire, which is also from the TVS. Then we have the front oil-damped telescopic suspension. At the rear we have the inverted gas-filled 5-step adjustable suspension. In the braking section we have 270 roto pedal disc with twin calipers at the front with ABS. At the rear we have 200 mm roto pedal disc with single caliper with ABS. The beast comes equipped with RLP feature, which is rear wheel lift off protection, so while you are applying the front brake briskly you won't stop by a stoppie. Now the dimensions part. At front we have the tank, which is well chiseled, a metal tank which has a capacity of 16 liters with 2.5 liter reserve capacity. The overall length is 2085 millimeters. The height of the bike from the ground is 1105 millimeters. The width is 730 millimeters and the ground clearance is 165 millimeters, which is quite adequate for Indian riding comfort. Now the pros for the beast. The first and the major pro would be the RTR technology. TVS has applied their RTR, that is racing throttle response, and that works well. The another pro would be the brakes. They have the ABS feature. The engine is very torquey in the mid-range. Then the body is race-inspired chassis, so it can lean up to 45 degrees. Easy to maneuver. It's lightweight, only 138 kgs in weight. It has a big tank of a 16 liter. Now the con of the beast, the tires that should be upgraded soon. The tires are supreme in grip, but these are very thin tires. At the front we have 1990, which is quite fragile in traffic, and at the rear we have 110x70 rear tire, and the rear swing arm doesn't have enough space to accommodate even 120 rear tire, so this is quite unstable at high speeds, but in city traffic this is very nimble bike. The another con would be the vibration. After 4000 vibration, you will feel a surge of vibration, which will be ending up to the red line. Then the ABS. The ABS works well, the disc works well, the braking performance is the best on to the price point. But once you ending up the brakes hardly up to the pin, then you would feel some physical rattleness in the response. Now the time for the air output. Mine is not the stock exhaust. I have upgraded to the aftermarket exhaust, which is Dark Heady exhaust, which I bought from the Karol Bagh for 5,500 rupees. Let's test the sound of this product. Yeah, here it is. This is the sound at the idle at 1200 RPMs, and I will move the throttle up to the 9,000 mark and let's see how it sounds.